This is the Simpit, this is Michi here. Welcome to the Sunday's edition of rFactor 2 here in the FSR Winter Series. And we're all ready to go to do our race practice right here. You guys may recognize that my voice is not very high up my level. This is certain issues though. You guys know that there was a stream scheduled for yesterday, however, game sounds, thank you. Well, we had a pretty important handball match, we won it, and celebrations of the team have gone a little longer and a little deeper into the night as expected. Oh dear. And, well, therefore, I had to some sort of skip the planned activities. I'm very sorry about that, but yeah, sometimes, you know, there is stuff in life happening. So I hope you are fine with that. Anyway, I'd like to welcome you very much for the testing here at Spielberg. For today's season final in the FSR Winter Series race. Oh dear. Need to furthermore learn this track again. Sonic Warm, we have excuse me, we have had an handball match, state of the league, or standard season play against a team that is pretty hard to beat, and we were away as well, so was a match full of fight, full of heavy duty sports, and yeah, we were just winning it 24-29. Well, you have to throw the ball into a net, so you probably can throw call it netball, but yeah, handball is the sport we call it here in Germany. But today we're back in sim racing. Today though, the first team of our club is playing. They are playing the third national division here in Germany, so pretty high up. However, that race clashes with the season match of the first division. Hence why we sit here and race
12.12
and not go into the sporting hall and watch them play. Just gonna support them in our minds. Thank you very much, Sonic Warm. Anyway, talking about racing today, Formula 2 spec car here around the Spielberg circuit. This hairpin is so damn difficult to get it right. You think my accent is African? Actually no, I was never to Africa at all. I have been in London once for a week, and generally I think it is more the BBC English that I got to learn from school. Hey there Fabio, how you doing? So 1 minute.
The lap was a 1:12.43.
Oh, you wouldn't know how much I hate turn 1 here. Right, turn 3 I still need to get right. There we go. Good thing about this circuit is you really can kill the right-hand tyres in this corner only. Thank you, Fabio. I'm doing fine as well. Still a little bit exhausted from yesterday, but pretty much fine. Voice is a little destroyed too.
That was a 1:11.38.
Yeah, me too. Like, there is this elevation change and then the road evens out, which causes the rear end to some sort of jump right when you want to get the power on again. So the race stream starts today, short past 4 p.m. and we're not allowed to go into qualifying as we were late on the registration. That's my bad, but anyway, means we're gonna have a pit lane start for race 1, and depending on where we finish in that first race, we're gonna sit on the grid for race 2. Sonic 1, where are you from? I heard people acknowledging my English is not that bad.
11.79.
Well, you got a lot of accent, I guess. And it still remains, the car does not like the curbs at all. Oh shit.
That was a 1:11.34.
Oh dear. Yeah, we got it cloudy right here, but actually not that cold. Oh, for God's sake.
That was a
Okay, I think I'm slowly getting, oh dear. Get out of the way. So how much lap we did there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. I need to do more testing, as in to know how much laps I can do in 15 minutes. Hey there, Michiel. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us there on the Facebook. Yes, Fabio, the car has a halo, however, every single time I can remove a halo from the cockpit view, I do it. Does that road get me back? Well, that's the way to do it. Hey there, Paul. How you doing? Oh dear, Sonic Worm, what was your anger down to? Lonson.
That was a 1.
Oh,
11.
just too stupid.
5.
You know, I could do at least high 10 minutes. 1 minute 10s. That's what I'm looking for. But it's just too retarded right now to get it done. Oh dear. Well, be kindly to them and they will give you the copy back. Hey Racing Addict, how you doing? I think they might be maximum right now. Is the stream lagging?
That lap was a 1:11.08.
12 hours of butt hurt. I need to be bluntly about this, but I haven't had a look on it. For God's sake, this turn 5 is pissing me off so badly. I may need to turn down the post effects for the race.
That lap was a 1:11.00. That was a 1:10.80.
So if you guys got further questions or anything, just feel free to ask them. As we're in testing, we got plenty of time answering them. Good news is really I do not have to bother with the qualifying today. Well, not sure if it's good news, but it is news. That's an interesting line indeed.
That was a 1:11.04.
So for today's stream is going live 1600 CET. And then we have a good 40 minutes of free practice. And then we have a qualifying session we're not allowed to take part in due to late registrations. Well, Paul, you know, for the personal happiness, I probably should stay away. But at the same time, for the personal happiness again, I should come back and just break the jinx and just yeah, break it. Whatever broke me there in the last couple of races, so definitely planning to do a comeback on that one, maybe even tonight. Definitely tomorrow evening though. As for the final races of the week, oh, I'm not allowed to die here, come on.
That was a 1:11.03.
Okay, I went too wide here. Oh yeah, it happened to me once and I'm already sure about what caused it. Too much load on the CPU and then it just clipped the RAM and did. Yeah, but that's unlucky, but okay. Hopefully lessons learned from it. Brian Ferguson, thank you so much. Welcome there. For you guys in the Australian or basically all over the world, Brian Ferguson is running a league and is running a community called SimRacing for Life, and the address to it is www.sr4 the number 4l and I think .com. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Brian. You guys want to check out what they do. They run mainly on rFactor 2. It's a big community, big races,
That was a 1.
big grids, a lot of historical racing though on there. But they are doing some fun series all over the weeks, and you may want to go and check that out. There's a big Australian community, and since some Australian people might watch right now, perfect time to do some promotion for it. Beyond that, we're 10 minutes into the drive now on the same set of tyres, so just checking out how long these tyres really last. As of course the car gets lighter and lighter. Don't over push it. Wait, Twiggy, there you go. Good morning. How you doing? Yeah, of course I'm about to
The
die.
lap was a 1:10.71.
Oh dear Twiggy, how long you need to work today? Hey there Ross. I can share them. I have not done a video on the settings itself, because I consider that being,
That was a 1.
yeah, not really worth for an entire video, as it's not like I got no idea of what to set there, but I've basically set something I'm used to right now, and I think despite some basic things like on the G29 you want to have between 5 and 8% of minimum torque, but beyond that every other setting is just for personal liking. And now I need to do the fucking run again because I've not even reached the mid-race. In theory 11.3, 11.0, 10.9, 10.7. There is more consistency in it, but here you go. Those are my personal wheel settings right there. So if you want to check them out, Ross, go ahead and test them. If you got a G29 or something. Only Formula E1, thank you so much for joining. Long time no see, I'm happy to see you here. Thanks for being a sponsor. I think you were a sponsor at least. Not sure if it's showing wrong here. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Yes, I'm indeed very tired today. We had handball last night, and I may let me see if I can find something to just give you an expression for what was going on yesterday. Bear with me. Just bear with me. So let me see. There we go. So that was the kind of activity that was going on after the match then. So I think you kind of guys can guess where this went to in the end. Hence why we were a little, yeah, not able to do a stream last night, I want to say. Hey there, Danielle. That's good to know. That's congrats to you surviving the full 12 hours there. So also, only Formula E1. You may want to check out the Patreon program as instead of the sponsorship function on YouTube. That's just a suggestion, as it may give you a little bit more flexibility and a little bit more rewarding. Anyway, Danielle, you were asking for what we won there yesterday. It was basically just a standard season match, you know, like season where you play against each other twice, once at home and once away. And yesterday we had the play away against a team that is a good 60 kilometers away from here. But they are pretty strong, and basically they can beat everyone in our class. And as a championship leader, we had some sort of pressure to come there and win, and it was a quite crowded place, and we had quite a hard fight going on between each other. But yeah, with a lot of, you know, basically if you put us one-on-one on strength, I think both teams were pretty equal. But we have won the match yesterday with a quite extraordinary piece of fight, piece of emotional fight and emotional strength. You know, in handball, when you have a good mindset, when you have a fighting mindset in the team, you fight for every inch and every millimeter, you fight for every ball, and you celebrate each goal like it was the most important one. You can get yourself into a real streak and a, well, in League of Legends you would call it killing spree or rampage, and that is basically what we were in those crucial moments of the match. In handball you call this the crunch time, and yeah, then we were able to win that match, got us very important points towards the championship, so still keeping the lead, may even be able to extend it, depending on what our opponents do in the other matches. But yeah, that is where we were at yesterday. And of course, beside handball is basically in first place here for keeping me in shape. I love the team. It's my hometown. It's my friends I play with since ever. I'm playing there with my brother. So that is always some special thing. And yeah, hence why we spontaneously did some partying yesterday, as we know exactly that this win was pretty important for ourselves and was a pretty good and strong appearance of us. Oh, you are already a Patreon? Now I need to look up whom you might be. Are you OF1 by chance? So Kevin, is that you? Cheeky. Playing around with different names. Oh, sorry Brian, I did not know that SR4L was mainly European. I thought it was Australian since you run it. And I saw a lot of Australian guys in there. Yeah, just was pointing to the fact that you run at times that might be convenient for Australians too, so maybe I got that wrong on the transmission, but thank you for correcting me on that.
110.72.
Paul, I'm not too sure whether your minimum torque is not too high, as you may get some clipping on it. Yes, Daniela, absolutely. You know, it is also a good feeling, you know, you learn how to be a winner, how to play smart, how to keep a cool head when things are twisty and when things are really getting into suspenseful moments. You know, the fans always keep to some sort of complaining, saying, "Oh, you guys made it really being a heart attack worthy game for us to watch there." I'm like, you know, being on the plate and being in the game itself is not always easy, since you always know the next kind of mistake you do might be a crucial one.
That was a
so it's also a very good training for mental strength and mental awareness of things. When to go for the risk, when not to go for the risk, when to keep it safe, when to invest a lot of energy into something, and when to simply cool down, take away the velocity of the game or apply it. That's very important. Herman. Yes, nice Pokemon folder. I'm actually a Pokemon addict. I got Pokemon Go, I got a Nintendo Switch for playing Pokemon Go. And I also thought about streaming it, since I got a capture card, and should at some point try the capture card and maybe do some Pokemon on it. Just for fun, you know.
1.
So pushing a lot harder this time in that stint.
The lap was a 1.
Thank you very much, Daniele. So Daniele Brambilla, also known as Real Design, is working on a new livery for the Ferrari 488 GTE on iRacing. So if we decide to go more to the GTE side at some point and maybe master that car and keep racing it more often rather than just a one-time appearance in Motegi or on the Sebring 12 hours. Especially for the Sebring 12 hours, I'm planning to do more GTE, so I'm going to invest some iRating into bad performances to more learn about the car of the Ferrari GTE and the GTEs in general. And that also means getting us a Michi Hoyer business livery, which I'm very happy for, that Real Design is taking control of that. Thank you very much indeed.
That was a 1.
Well, of course, Paul, if you, I mean, you know, if you're fine with a wheel setting, and if you feel like, okay, you can get the best out of it with whatever you have there, then there's nothing wrong with using it, of course. Well, Fabio, that's what I thought as well, and then I entered the Motegi race and got humiliated quite bad for finishing dead last just because pace wasn't there. Car balance is strong. Very nice there.
The lap was a 1:10.32.
Yeah, Paul, that is the temporary car model of rFactor 2, so I would need to press a certain button to get it loaded the right model. I agree with Twiggy. I feel the GTE to be also something entirely different. Not even starting with the aerodynamics, but also with having no ABS and stuff. It gives this thing an entirely different approach. And you also feel quite some lot of difference between the GTEs itself. Like the Porsche 911, horribly, really horribly on trail braking. If you have the brake bar is around 52%. So you really want to go off brakes through the corners.
The lap was a
And
1:10.35.
Well, that is sometimes not how I raise the GT3s. And at the same time, if you go into the Ferrari, you can brake later, you can brake harder, you can do more and easier trail braking, and then you have the sheer power that just powers the car out of the corners. For God's sake, not again! Oh. Okay, given the fact what we already did right there, car can easily do halfway distance on the set of tyres. But I'll leave you alone with the pictures for a minute and be right back, grab a drink and go for a stint again. Oh, funny enough, I just scrolled that much back. There we go. Be right back, guys. Hey there, Philip Anderson. Welcome. Are you already home again? You're still in... where was the event, actually? Kind of forgot whether you told me or not. So welcome, Philip Anderson. Took a guided driving session with me, and I'm gonna release a case of success to the Patreon group first before making it public. So you're gonna hear on what we did together and how that worked out. So ultimately though, there is a half an hour left in this session. Can we make it to the checkered flag, basically with a pit stop? That would be great. So that is a challenge. Paul, I did test it once it came out, but I have not tested the GT3 Challengers pack too much. Yeah, in VEC you always see the BMW quite high up. I think they will get BOP'd. rFactor 2 is constantly working on such stuff, so they just take their time. Which is something you always could argue about, obviously, but... Lol, Paul. Well, you'd rather work on your skills rather than rely on a car being OP, I guess.
10.70.
Hey there, one Cuba Libre. Nice drink. Heavy car, doesn't like to rotate as much. Finally got this turn 5 some sort into a rhythm. Still missing a little of rhythm into 8 and 9.
Their lap was a 1:10.85.
That was a brilliant turn 1. What I think about those GTEs, they're all been some sort of glitchy in the rear. they feel like being not connected very well to the ground. Oh, grinding over those curbs just takes time. Stop it.
That was a 1:10.44.
Well, Dennis Lind is one of the strongest guys available though in sim racing right now, as you hinted. He's a long-paired driver and he definitely knows how to drive cars, and that usually never hurts in any kind of sim and in any kind of car. So don't be too harsh on yourself. I would lose against Dennis Lind myself. I've beat him in the GT3s on iRacing though once, so it's not an entire catastrophe here. Thank you very much indeed.
That was a 1:10.74.
Oh, we're looking for some consistent lap times for as long as possible, halfway through the stint. Fucking turn 2. It's just so annoying. I hate this damn corner so much.
That lap was a 1:10.74.
Yep. Definitely try not to kill the tyres here in early stages of the stint. Stay on the track. Hey Ben, how are you doing, my friend?
1:10.5.
Thank you for joining us. Sorry about not being able to stream last night. Nope, I haven't. Sadly, I haven't had the time for watching. Ach, das kann doch nicht wahr sein. Nice flat spots, surely.
That was a 1:17.83.
Okay, Danielle. May have a look. Was there a safety car in the end, or what are you saying there?
That was a 1:10.65.
Sounded like they did some pretty clean driving then, which is good to see. That's all what we want to see in racing, isn't it? Contact-free sports. Okay, this is the moment where the tyre starts giving up.
10.45.
Was there a random safety car, or was it actually linked to an event? Yeah, I saw an official channel being on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. That covered all the events going on around the race on the weekend. slipping off the track there.
That was a 1:10.74.
And then they thought, how about releasing a safety car then? Interesting. Alright guys, we're reaching the end of our stream for now. Tyres are giving up now. I will struggle to keep that lap time into 10 minutes. But we're gonna try for it and see how long the tyres keep us running. As the rear end becomes slippery right now. We're not gonna make this one in 10 minutes, 1 minute 10 something. Yeah, overall grip is just gone off the tires.
That lap was a 1:11.
Just need to see how long they really still last. And what lap times they can produce if you not fighting the car constantly about whatever. Car's hard to control now. Nice screen freeze, very nice screen freeze. That's not allowed to happen in the race either. Can you keep the fucking car on the fucking track in the fucking final turn?
1:11.26.
Sorry for the F's there. What is it about the vintage? I need some background information on that, to be honest. I thought it's just dead. They basically dropped after my spin. Okay, I'm gonna do one proper lap now.
1:12.43.
Yeah, properly into the wall. Okay guys, that's gonna be it for right now. Have a quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a spin, 9, 10, 11. They can do 12 laps really, I think. 12, maybe 13, depending on how you drive it. Remember that spin surely has costed us a lot of rubber there. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for right now. So the Formula SimRacing Winter Series preparation is done. Stream is going live in a good 3 hours from now. Until that guys, I'm catchable on the Discord server. So if you want to have a chat and stuff, I saw John Saylor, I need to spell that name right, wrote me a message. So if you guys want to keep chatting with me, I'm going to be available for the next couple of hours there, working on some other stuff in the background. Beyond that guys, tonight the Formula SimRacing Winter Series race 7 and 8 here live on the SimPit main channel and on the Michi Hoyer channel. So the SimPit main channel is already set up for this. I'm going to set up this channel in the shortly. We may do some more iRacing tonight, and beyond that I have to do a lot of work in the office here, writing emails, replying to requests and stuff like that. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys back soon when we are going for the main race, guys. This is the SimPit. I'm Michi Hoyer, and I'll see you guys out on the track.